Behind rain-speckled glass, inside a cozy cottage at the edge of the sleeping city, Mabel curled beneath her favorite knitted blanket. Outside, shadows stretched across the silent street, long and blue beneath sycamore trees. Her old lamp clicked and hummed on the bedside table, casting golden ripples over wallpaper faded by time. Through the nights, hush, something new appeared, a faint flickering glow in the farthest window down the block. It was not there yesterday. Mabel watched a strange light blink, an ember in the chill blue darkness, then glanced at her pocket watch, just past midnight. With each pulse, wonder grew inside her. What could burn so softly, so far from the comfort of her room? With slippers slicked on, she gently lifted her coat from its hook. Mabel hesitated at the threshold, feeling both the pull of mystery and the safety of home. With a breath, she opened the cottage door, soothed by the gentle drift of cool night air, and stepped softly into the unknown, led by the promise of a secret light. The street outside stretched silent and vast, silvered by recent rain. Mabel's footsteps barely echoed on slick cobblestones, her coat gathered close. The city was changed by night. Storefronts shadowed, lamplight walked into halos. Every window was dark, but one, the one with the beckoning glow. She passed a quiet alley where a cat perched on a dustbin lid, emerald eyes wide and curious. "Looking for something, miss?" it seemed to say, whiskers twitching. Mabel smiled and knelt, offering a gentle greeting, and the cat blinked slowly, then leapt down to walk beside her. Together they moved deeper into the hush. Above, the overcast sky pressed down, night as soft as velvet brushed with blue. Each house she passed felt at once familiar and new, their gardens tangled and statues cloaked in dew. At the edge of the next block, the glow flickered brighter. The city's heartbeat slowed. It felt as if they would become lone explorers stepping through a forgotten dream. Mabel and the cat rounded the corner, drawn irresistibly by the pulsing window. A gust of wind set, newspaper pages fluttering in gutters, making music of the night. A street lamp flickered, throwing their shadows long and strange. For a moment, Mabel paused before a toy shop's window. Her reflection, blurred and ghostly, floated beside childhood curiosities at rest. Red rubber balls and wooden trains seemed to hum with stories of laughter long past. The cat brushed its head against her shin and, with a measured grace, leapt up onto a garden wall. Perched beneath a low window, it gave a soft, encouraging mew. "Not much farther," Mabel whispered. The rain touched rose bushes. The silent bicycles tipped on lawns. Each detail glittered in the moon's muted gleam. She felt adventurous, as though every step unlocked a new, soft wonder. The window with the mysterious glow stood ahead, just across the street, its light quietly beckoning Mabel onward. Across the street, the glowing window shone bold and inviting, haloed in gold against the cool of the city night. Mabel approached carefully, boots silent on the slick walk. There was no name on the mailbox brass, no buzz of a television behind drawn curtains. Only the rhythmic pulse of light and the hush of unseen lives. When she reached the stoop, she paused. The door, painted sea green and chipped by time, stood slightly ajar. Inside, the atmosphere was thick with shadows and the comforting aroma of rain-soaked stone. The cat slipped by her feet, tail upright, vanishing deftly inside as if it had done so 100 times before. Heart fluttering, Mabel stepped over the threshold, her senses alive to the possibility of gentle adventure. Floorboards creaked in the hush. Somewhere deeper in the house something twinkled, music, or perhaps laughter, floating faintly through the moody blue air. The city seemed very far away, as if she had wandered into a pocket of time made for secrets. Within the entry, Mabel stood quietly, letting her eyes adjust to the shadow-wedged hallway. Photographs angled on the wall caught the spill of gilded lamplight, their subjects blurred by years and silvering. Farther in, the living room sprawled in gentle disarray, plump armchair with velvet upholstery, books stacked in careful, tumbling towers, a tapestry dulled to a dreamy haze. The source of the mysterious light revealed itself, a porcelain night lamp shaped like a moon and aglow in spectral gold. Next to it sat a peculiar old man, wrapped in a threadbare scarf, reading an open book beneath the lamp's steady beam. He looked up, his eyes luminous with kind surprise. "Come in out of the chill," he beckoned, voice low and soothing. "You have found the Lightkeeper's window. Few wander this way on nights such as this." The cat twined over to leap silently onto his lap, purring as though it remembered him from lifetimes ago. "You must be tired," the Lightkeeper murmured, offering Mabel a seat by the lamp. She sank into the old armchair, marvelling at how calm it felt. The cat purred, the lamp's glow played atop the faded tapestry, and the man closed his book gently, a faint smile creasing his face. "Every so often the night calls to the curious," he said. His words drifted like smoke, "and so the lamp glows, gently guiding them here." Mabel listened, the hush absorbing her worries. "What is this place?" she wondered aloud. The Lightkeeper nodded, as if he would expected the question, "A resting spot for the wanderer's heart." Sometimes, all you need is a place to pause, a little light to chase away the dark. Mabel realized she would never felt so serene, even the ache in her shoulders faded. For a moment, the boundaries between past and present, night and safety, blurred soft as mist. Mabel gazed around. The room's shadows shifted with the lamp's pulse, as if the house itself breathed slow and deep. The Lightkeeper leaned closer, rummaging through a lacquered box to produce a curious key. Its handle flashed silver in the lamplight, carved in the shape of a crescent. "Would you like to see the true secret of the Lightkeeper's window?" he asked. Mabel nodded, heart fluttering. He pressed the key into her palm. It was cool, its weight reassuring. With a gentle motion, he pointed to a tiny door beside the hearth she had not noticed before. The key slipped in easily. As she turned it, she heard a click, then a panel slid open to reveal a narrow staircase descending into sapphire gloom. "Trust and follow the light," the Lightkeeper whispered, his words settling like velvet in the hush. Mabel stepped forward, the cat at her heels, drawn by a gossamer thread of wonder. Act 3. The heart of the tale. Each step down the staircase was thick with velvet shadow, the hush growing deeper with every gentle footfall. Mabel heard only the faint echo of her heartbeat, the soft flutter of the cat's tail weaving about her legs. The stairs opened into a hidden conservatory aglow with moon-colored light. Glass walls revealed a secret garden thriving beneath the city, twilight lilies and night jasmine bathed in a silvery shimmer. Here, the silence was complete and kind. Dew glimmered on velvet leaves, tiny glass chimes hung from branches, catching the light in ghostly sparks. In the garden's heart stood a fountain, but instead of water, it spilled rays of pure, gentle light, falling in rivulets that made the ground bloom with color. All around, humming moths painted the air with their wings, a carnival of monochrome beauty. Mabel breathed in the perfume of lilac and stone, her spirit swelling with calm. She was not alone. The lightkeeper and his cat watched her discovery with serene delight. Moving closer, Mabel cupped her hands beneath the luminous fountain. Its light felt soft as satin, warm as a remembered lullaby. The garden seemed to exhale, grass swaying ever so slightly as if in greeting. "It is beautiful," she whispered. The lightkeeper approached, voice barely a breath. "This is the heart of the lightkeeper's window. Every glow you see from the street is love and comfort shared with the world above." For a moment, Mabel imagined every lonely traveller catching sight of the windows. Gold glow, reminded they were never alone. The cat purred against her ankle, a velvet reassurance. Mabel closed her eyes and smiled, letting the feeling of belonging sink in, rooting her fast to this secret, hallowed place. All burdens loosened, drifting away like mist. The garden, the lamp, the fountain's rays, each element sang of gentle connection, of quiet hope glimmering in the darkest hours. The lightkeeper invited Mabel to rest on a mossy stone beside the fountain, offering her a warm mug of sweet tea. They spoke softly of night journeys and hidden places, of the comfort found in unexpected company. The cat curled up in her lap, a gentle anchor. Time unspooled like ribbon. She felt neither tired nor restless, but perfectly at peace. She understood at last that the glow was not meant to startle or intrigue, but to welcome those in need of quiet wonder. As she shared a smile with the lightkeeper, a note of gratitude thrummed in her chest. The garden's light waxed and waned in time with her breath. Eventually, it was time to return, but the memory of the luminous calm would travel with her, bright as a talisman for the nights to come. Act 4. The Return Home Rest. When Mabel finally climbed back up the spiral staircase, her spirit brimmed with quiet joy. The world above felt changed, gentler, burnished, touched everywhere by secret kindness. She thanked the lightkeeper, tucked the silver crescent key into her coat pocket, and with a last nuzzle from the cat, stepped silently onto the stoop. Outside, the rain had slowed to a hush. City streets wreathed now in faded blue mist. As Mabel walked home, every window seemed to pulse with a new warmth. The lamplit shadows were friendly. The empty streets held no fear. By the time she slipped back into her own cozy cottage, dawn peered at the eastern horizon, promising the soft gold of morning. Mabel tucked herself beneath her familiar blanket, the silver key warm in her palm, and drifted into sleep, knowing that, in the depths of the darkest night, small wonders always wait for those who are willing to seek them.